1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've...
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't...
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off play action, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Downing. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Mixon with a first down carry. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Downing. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. This one caught downfield by Higgins. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Bears. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Yeah, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on second down. Downing. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Bears at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on the 8th. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Downing. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd down, Downing. In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11. 3rd down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant, and he'll get this down only to about the 46.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On play action, Fields.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Downing. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to this.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
So now a referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? This defense has accepted the penalty, so that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Downing. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Finding space at the 40. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon. 77 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
To throw is Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To try again after the sack, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
Final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll be tackled at 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On fourth down, Downing.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
Touchdown! T. Higgins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Keenan Allen, 41.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing to start the drive. Downing. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, Downing. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll try the left side. It's Bryant.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now a handoff up the middle. Bryant, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Bryant. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Bryant. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney from 10 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw on 3rd down. Downing. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Downing. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Downing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
144 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bryant. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Throwing on first down. Downing. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards for number 11. On first down, Downing. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Downing. And this is caught. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins, 30 yards.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Downing. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.